Hare Krishna. Good morning and welcome all of you all for the Sunday morning Bhagavad Gita class. So let's start with our Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunvitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So we were at 2.40 and 2.41 we discussed, right? Okay, what was discussed? 2.40. Does anyone remember?
It's the only thing that gets carried forward into the next.
Very good, perfect. That is, there is no loss in it, there is no diminution in it. And जो भी थोड़ा बहुत भक्ति किया, I think there is more of Hindi following crowd today. Swalpamasya dharma. So I will try to speak more of Hindi for those who want to understand in Hindi. Your parents understand English, you know. It's comfortable with both. I am comfortable with both. So you have to understand one thing is that rest of the other things in dana punya also there can be loss. In dana punya there can be loss. Can anyone second date this statement? How come? Yes. हाँ.
दान देने के बाद में जो पैसा अपन ने दान दिया है उसका अगर वो कोई भी दुरुपयोग करेगा तो उसके कारण का फल भी अपने को भुगतना पड़ेगा.
और भागवतम से कोई एग्जाम्पल याद आ रहा है आपको? वेरी योर आंसर इज राइट, 100% राइट. बट एन एग्जाम्पल वेरन दान में दिया हुआ चीज का दुरुपयोग न होते हुए भी आप पे लगता है. यस. हाँ, perfect, very nice, very good. That is story of King Nriga. King Nriga gave so many cows. कहते हैं इतना पुण्य किया उसने, एक बार धरती में जितने दाने हैं, सैंड के दाने हैं, आप वो एक बार गिन सकते हो. Lower the mic volume a little, it's echoing too much, right? Or change the direction, that's also okay, and lower the volume a little. Yeah. So it is said that it is said that you can count the grains of sand in this earth, but you can't count the amount of punyas which he had done. इतना गाय का दान दिया था किसको? ब्राह्मण को. पर एक गलती से एक गाय जो दान दिया था एक ब्राह्मण को, उसके दिए हुए दान में से एक गाय वापस आ गई, वापस उसके गौशाला में आ गई. वह दूसरा ब्राह्मण को जब दान दे रहा था वो गाय वापस चली गई दान में, तो पहला ब्राह्मण आके झगड़ा करने लगा. गिव मी दैट काउ विच यू हैड गिवन मी. अरे ही सेड गलती से वो तो दूसरा ब्राह्मण के पास चला गया है. हाउ कैन आई गिव यू? इट इज ऑलरेडी गॉन. नो यू हैव टू गिव मी दैट. So he told the Brahmana, you give, I'll give you 10 cows instead of 1 cow. But then both Brahmanas were stood on their point. यानी हमको वही गाय चाहिए. And for that, he had to go for a Naraka Yoni. That is, he had to become a lizard. So even if you do dan, punya and so-called good karmas, then also you can suffer the karma reactions. But if you are doing devotional service, अगर आप भक्ति कर रहे हो, और भक्ति में, भक्ति मतलब, भक्ति किसको कहते हैं? What is the simple understanding of bhakti? What is the simple understanding of bhakti? Loving devotion. और क्या? यहाँ तो सब लेडीज अपने पतियों को लविंग डिवोशन करते हैं, सब माताएं अपने पति को लविंग डिवोशन करते हैं, मगर वो किसके लिए करते हैं? स्वार्थ रहता है ना कहीं थोड़ा बहुत तो स्वार्थ रहता है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड. In this material world, even the husband also has some swarth, and the wife has also got some swarth. Swarth means swa means खुद का, अर्थ means फायदा. It doesn't mean only money. अर्था means फायदा. That is why the चार पुरुषार्थ क्यों है? वेद के 4 पुरुषार्थ है ना, धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष, उसमें अर्थ आता है सेकंड. अर्थ means फायदा, अर्थ also means, अर्थ means money. So then what is devotion? That is unconditional love for the Lord is devotion. जहां पे कुछ रिटर्न में नहीं चाहिए, हमको रिटर्न मांगना नहीं है, भाई मैंने ये किया है उसके सामने मुझे ये दे. And then that is actual devotion, and that type of devotion has no diminution. उसमें कोई contamination आ नहीं सकता है, and that is guaranteed returns. बाकी कोई एमआई स्कीम में कोई भी सब्जेक्टेड टू मार्केट रिस्क रहता है, बट ये एक स्कीम है जहां पे दो देयर इज नो सब्जेक्टेड टू मार्केट रिस्क. यू गेट गारंटीड रिटर्न्स, एंड द गारंटीड रिटर्न्स इज, प्रभु जी क्या मिलेगा रिटर्न में? गाड़ी मिलेगी, फरारी गाड़ी मिलेगी, गाड़ी मिले, बंगला मिलेगा, अच्छी पत्नी मिलेगी, क्या क्या मिलेंगे मुझे? नो. अनअलॉयड डिवोशन सर्विस मीन्स इन रिटर्न यू डोंट वांट एनीथिंग इन materially you don't want anything in return. So what do you want in spiritual? You want to only serve God. Then God decides where to put you, in which seva to put you. He may make you a priest somewhere, or he may make you a monkey in somewhere. Ram Leela will be going, वहां पे एक छोटा सा बंदर का रोल दे देंगे आपको, पत्थर उठा के आप ब्रिज बनाना वहां पे. That is also serving God, right? So that's why you are in touch with Lord. So that's better than trying to serve one own self. We are all trying to serve our own self. So that is the benefit. Salpamasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. And the biggest bhaya is taking birth again. वापस जन्म लेना, वापस माँ के गर्भ में जाना. पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम. वापस जन्म लो, वापस मरो, वापस जन्म लेने के लिए. एंड उसमें तो हम लोग एक्सपर्ट हैं. We are all experts in that. अभी तक how many trillions and billions and trillions times we have taken birth, we don't know ourselves, and how many times we are going to further planning to take, we don't know. And for what? Little sense gratification. Little sense gratification. No, I always give this joke, but I am telling you again. One person was walking on the road, suddenly he slipped on a banana peel, and next day again when he was walking on the road, he saw the banana peel. And then he said, अरे आज फिर गिरना पड़ेगा. Don't laugh. It is our fact of our own life. Every time we take birth, करेंगे प्रभु जी, आराम से करेंगे, क्या जल्दी है? अभी तो जवान हूँ, बच्चा है, फिर जवान होगा, फिर थोड़ा अधेड़ उम्र होगा, फिर बुढ़ापा आएगा, फिर बुढ़ापा के बाद सिट बुढ़ापे के बाद पुनरपि जननम, वापस बर्थ लेना है. That's a nice joke. We all think we are in control of everything, but what are we in control of? Nothing. I'll tell you a joke, a small story. Once एक आदमी को सब लोगों ने अच्छी सलाह दी, अरे भाई तो अभी जवान है, थोड़ा दान पुण्य किया कर, इतना कमा रहा है तो पैसा, थोड़ा दान पुण्य तो कर, दान पुण्य करेगा तो तुझे फायदा है. बोला क्या फायदा है? भाई तेरे एक तो तेरा धन का प्योरिटी बढ़ जाता है, और दूसरा दान पुण्य करने से, इट्स लॉर्ड सेज इन द भगवद गीता ऑल्सो, यज्ञ दान तप चैव न त्रजायम कार्यमेव तत्। यज्ञ दान तप चैव पावनानि मनुष्य नाम। कोई भी मनुष्य हो उसको पावन कर देता है, इट रिड्स हिम ऑफ ऑल सिंस। तो व्यक्ति बोला ठीक है, करना है ना, टाइम है ना, करूंगा ना आराम से, क्या अभी करूंगा, फिर बहुत साल के बाद मरूंगा, तब मेरा फाइल मिसप्लेस हो गया तो भगवान को मेरा दान दिखेगा नहीं, तो क्या ताज़ा ताज़ा दान दूंगा, ताज़ा ताज़ा मरते वक्त ताज़ा ताज़ा दान दूंगा तो क्या भगवान के आंख में रहेगा ना बात। ठीक है, दिस पर्सन वेंट एंड देन ही सेड, द फ्रेंड सेड ठीक है आज धन है, तभी धन रहे ना रहे, व्हाई डोंट यू गिव दान? एवरीथिंग इज इन माई हैंड, everything is in my hand and my hand is in control of me. I can control my hand, right? So everything is in my control. That's what we all think. We all have a watch in our hand, right? And what does the watch depicts? Time. Are you holding time or time is holding you? Time is holding you. Apple. I got an apple. खा ले बेटा. Either you eat it or it is eating you. It is eating you. Every second gone is gone. You can't pay all the money in this earth and buy 1 second back. What to talk about 1 minute or 1 hour? You can't get 1 second back. And but still we are thinking everything. That's the general feeling we all have got, that we are in control of time. Time मेरे पास है, या I am in control of things. But things are not in our control. We have to understand that. तो इसने क्या किया, ठीक है आप लोगों को ऐसा लगता है ना मेरे पास काफ़ी धन है, then what he did quietly, उसने दीवार में एक सीक्रेट वॉल बनाते हैं ना, वॉल बना के उसके अंदर काफ़ी पैसा धन गाड़ के प्लास्टर करके पेंट करके रख दिया। बोला जब मरूंगा तब एकदम मरने के 2 दिन पहले निकाल के उसमें से दान दे दूंगा, तो माई डेथ विल बी लाइक ए रनवे, टेक ऑफ विल बी फास्ट। बट ऑन दैट डे व्हेन ही वाज अबाउट टू डाई, करूंगा बाद में, बाद में, बाद में। डोंट लाफ, हम लोग भी वैसे ही हैं। प्रभु जी बोलते हैं चैंटिंग करो, बाद में, वी विल डू लेटर। अभी 2 राउंड करता हूँ ना प्रभु जी, अभी के लिए 2 राउंड कर रहा हूँ ना, बूढ़ा होऊंगा 4 राउंड करूंगा, और बूढ़ा होऊंगा 6 राउंड करूंगा। आई गॉट टाइम। वी ऑलवेज प्रोकास्टिनेट थिंग्स, तो पोस्टपोन करते जा रहा है। सो आखिर में वो दिन आ गया जब उसका कंठ सूख गया, मुंह में से आवाज नहीं निकल रही है, और सब उसके वही दोस्त आ गए बाजू में, परिवार भी आ गया। बोला अरे यार तू दान करने वाला था, अभी तक किया नहीं, अभी तो कर। तो इसने क्या किया, हाथ उठा रहा है, दीवार की तरफ दिखा रहा है, ही कांट स्पीक बट ही शोइंग हिज हैंड टुवर्ड्स द वॉल। बोला अब दीवार की तरफ क्या दिखा रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तू क्या बोल रहा है। अरे जब था तेरे पास वक्त था तब तो तूने दान नहीं किया। तो बोला ऐसा ऐसा दिखा रहा है, ही इज ट्राइंग टू से समथिंग, ही इज नॉट एबल टू, हिज वॉइस इज चोक्ड, ही कैन नॉट स्पीक। फाइनली द फ्रेंड्स आस्क्ड हिज चिल्ड्रन, बेटा क्या पिताजी क्या दिखा रहे हैं दीवार? बच्चों को मालूम था दीवार में क्या था, बट उन्होंने बोला क्या फायदा है, बाप तो जा रहा है, धन भी जाएगा फुकड़ का, क्यों भी छोड़ना है, चुप बैठो। हाँ वही बता रहे हैं, सब घर में लग गया, घर बनाने में लग गया, देखो लिपा पोती किया, पेंटिंग किया, प्लास्टर किया, घर बनवाया, इसमें सारे पैसे लग गए, कुछ बचा नहीं। वही बता रहे पापा, वही बता रहे हैं, ऐसा ऐसा ये बता रहे। So this is what is the problem when you procrastinate devotion. We never procrastinate our present material activities. 24 hours a day into 7 days. How many hours does it totally come to? 24 into 7 कितना हुआ? 168. In 168 hours You have time for WhatsApp, you have time for Facebook, you have time to sleep, you have got time to eat, you got time to go to a mall, you got to have time to go for shopping, you got time for your beauty parlor, you got time for everything. But 2 hours for coming for katha, very difficult. Very difficult, Prabhuji. Itna tight schedule hai. Itna tight schedule hai that I cannot come for the katha. That is where the problem lies. That is why Lord is saying, Swalpamasya dharmasya. Thoda sa to kar le. Lord is not saying jada kar. Swalpamasya dharmasya. Thoda sa. Trayate mahato bhayat. It will save you from the greatest danger. At least you will not be born in an animal kingdom. You will be born in a human kingdom. And there, even if your devotion is not complete, you can complete it in the next human birth. No other birth, only in human birth. Don't think you all can become Gajendra or crocodile hoo-hoo. You cannot become. Okay, we all are not qualified to be that great devotees. They were cursed by sages, that's why they became like that. So, this verse clearly explains the importance of doing devotion, and little bit also will save us. Why little bit? Because that's what is at least expected from you. That is not as expected, at least expected from you. Okay. Then there is an important verse. What is that verse? Vyavasayatmika buddhi eka kurvanandana baushaka anantascha buddhayo avyavasayinam. I told we will discuss further in this verse. There is still a lot of to be discussed in this verse. And yes, buddhayo avyavasayinam. The word buddhayo means it is referring to the what? Intelligence. Buddhayo means intelligence. Means what? Why is Lord focusing on the intelligence? What is that thing which is more important? Why intelligence पे focus कर रहा है? भक्ति तो अपना शरीर करने वाला है.
Mind is being controlled by intelligence for that.
Ulta. Intelligence is controlling the mind. Mind doesn't control the intelligence. Lord says very clearly in the Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter. It's clear. Bhumi apo anlo vayu. Kham, man, buddhir, evacha, ahankaritya me, binna prakriti ashtada. What clearly says, topmost is ego. Then comes intelligence, then comes mind. Stages are very clearly given. So what does this actually refer to our day-to-day activity? It is our, see, mind, I'll tell you, mind is not as powerful as the intelligence is. But the thing is, mind dances more than the intelligence. Mind dances more than intelligence. The reason is the mind controls the senses, or the senses are provoking the mind, and that is where the problem comes. Why this we have to understand, because the next verse is equally more important. That is 2.4.2, right? What is that starting word? Bhoga Aishwarya Prashaktanam, right? Yamimam, what is that? Pushpitam Vasam, okay. Then Lord is telling why he is talking about intelligence. Those people who are mind are attracted to the Vedas. Now बहुत लोग हैं यहाँ पे जो ये क्या बोलेंगे, अरे प्रभु जी हम लोग तो बड़े भक्ति लोग हैं, भक्त लोग हैं हम लोग, we are very pious people. We are not karmis. We are very pious. Pious means what? What is the definition of piousness? That comes into the question. Why? Because Lord is saying very clearly that many people are attracted by the flowery words of the Vedas. Vedas give nice flowery words. क्या flowery words means what? कि भाई ये करो स्वर्ग में मिलेगा चांस, ये करो अच्छे घर में कुल में पैदा होगे, अगले जन्म में अच्छा इंद्र बन के पैदा होगे. You do 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ, you are given the post of Indra. Now it's different that now nobody knows how to perform the Ashwamedh Yajna. Neither is the ingredients that pure, neither we have that much of money to do it. Ashwamedh Yajna in those days was a costly affair. आज तो आप कैलकुलेट ही नहीं कर सकते। आजकल घोटाले गफले बड़े इतने होते हैं, फिर भी यू कांट परफॉर्म अश्वमेध यज्ञ। द रीजन इज इट नीड्स प्योरिटी, द थिंग्स रिक्वायर प्योरिटी, द साधुस और द sages who are doing the yajna, they require purity, and last but not the least, that much of money and dedication is required. These are all goes for years together. It has to be done. It is not that it is done in one night or 1 hour or 2 hours. Years and years of Ashwamedh Yajna takes place. So all these Vedas, they teach you about dharma, artha, kama. ये 3 में ही हम लोग अटक जाते हैं. That is why Lord is saying Vedas में ज्यादा अटकना नहीं. उसका next verse is still more nice. त्रय गुणे विषय वेदा निश्चय गुणो भव अर्जुन. One minute, let me open the Gita. भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रसादाम, देन उसके बाद त्रय गुणे विषय वेदा आएगा. So 42 na? What is 44? 44 is no, that is okay. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti apvibhischataya. This is a very important word. Okay, 2.42, 43. 2 verses are together. Very important. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschitaha. Why this word avipaschitaha? They are supposed to be less intelligent. I told a story yesterday. Most of you must have heard कि भाई जब भक्त की गोदी में आके भगवान बैठते थे, भगवान बोलते थे कुछ मांग, मुझे नहीं मांगना है. अगर वही आपको अगर बोले, आप लोगों को चांस आए यहाँ भगवान ठंग बोल, इधर मारा मारी हो जाए, हट पहला मैं मांगूंगा, तू हट पहला मैं मांगूंगा, मैं तो सीनियर हूँ, हट मैं पीछे पहले मांगूंगा. That's the problem. We are all stuck to begging. And that's what we have been taught from our childhood. मंदिर जा और मंदिर में जाके beg. But we have never understood that we have got so many things without begging. And see, for all the Gnostics, for all those who don't have faith on God, even they are getting everything. Why you need God then? This is a question which I had asked on Thursday's class, right? What is the need of God in our life? Why do we need God? For the Vedas are required just for going to heaven, drink the Somrasa and dance with the Apsaras and then come back down. And then after coming back, what you are going to do? Again same, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. But one doesn't identify the purpose of God. That is why it is called as avipaschitaha. Men of small knowledge. Prabhupada writes it very nicely. Men of small knowledge are very much attracted to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets. What does this result in? Good birth, power, and so forth. कितने लोग लक्ष्मी पूजन करते रहेंगे, कितने लोग various other pujas they do. What is it done for? For more power. Ridding from poverty and debt. Rinamochan mantras are there where you get this thing from debt. And then good birth. Why want a good birth? Why should I work and become rich? If I am born in a good and rich family, by default, I am rich. That's why we say, born with a golden spoon. So that's what people want. And it's a fact. Today, if you see anyone born with a golden spoon, please consider it as a karma reaction. अगर किसी को भी आप अच्छे जन्म में, अच्छे खानदान में जन्म ले रहा है, it is 150%, not 100%, 150% because of past karmas or doing some austerity. Once, Srila Prabhupada had gone to Fiji Islands, along with his devotees. The preaching program was going on. The preaching program was going on over there. And they happened to meet one person who was in the who was having a yacht, and he was sitting in the yacht, and he was sitting with some beautiful girls. They're bikinis. That's what the swimsuit culture is there in the US. I mean, the Fiji Islands from day one. So they were sitting over there and they were enjoying. And Srila Prabhupada was introduced. He wants to come, but he's not able to come, and all that blah blah stuff was going on. After that fellow went in the yacht, Prabhupada was telling, you know what he has done in the last birth? What punya he has done? He has done a गोदान. एक गाय का दान किया है उसने. उस गाय का दान के लिए now he is enjoying with women, yacht. I mean, that's what is the Western stay way of living, live life king size. That's the system. So he is enjoying everything just because of one godan. But then he is saying, now for what the karmas he is doing, he is going to rot in heaven and hell for a long time. So generally, this propensity to enjoy, be it be spiritual way of enjoyment or the illegal, this is called the legal method, and the other is called the illegal method. Abhi jaisa Don is also enjoying. The Don is also enjoying, but how is he enjoying? He is enjoying illegally, by force. And here you enjoy legally. Rich family, rich, nice lifestyle, you are enjoying legally. So in both ways, there is total only one focus: enjoy. Then, being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say there is nothing more than this. These people are stuck to one small statement. इसके ऊपर क्या है? बस धर्म करो, अच्छे से भक्ति करो, मतलब so called उनका जो definition of भक्ति है, देवी का पूजा करो, ये करो, वो करो. Please don't misunderstand. We are not against देवी भक्ति or any other thing. Please don't misunderstand. But स्वार्थ के लिए भक्ति करना is not bhakti. That is business, barter. इस हाथ ले, इस हाथ दे. ये भक्ति नहीं होती. I just love you. That's it. Be it be Devi Puja, be it be Ganesh Puja, be it be Hanuman Puja, be it be any other puja. You may very well go ahead with those pujas. There's nothing wrong. But then, generally what happens, a person when he does demigod worship, he finally in the end, इतना किया, थोड़ा तो मेरे को consider करना मेरा. थोड़ा कुछ मुझे दे देना. We have never understood that God ने इतना दिया है हमको. We have never been thankful for that. We always are grubbing and cribbing for what we don't have. We are never thankful for what we have. We are never thankful. If अगर होता ना, ये यम इमम पुष्पिताम वाशम, this flowery words of the Vedas के पीछे आज जो भी थोड़े बहुत जो सत्वगुणी व्यक्ति हैं, वो उस तरफ क्यों भाग रहे हैं? इसके लिए भाग. And now the most important, भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रशक्तानाम तया अपर्ता चेतसाम व्यवसाय आत्मिका बुद्धि समदो न विद्यते. Very, very important words Bhagavan says in the Bhagavad Gita. He says, ये लोग जो हैं, these people who are attracted to the flowery words, or rather to anyone in general, भोग में लगा हुआ है. Now what is the understanding of the word bhoga? What is the meaning of bhog? भोग का मतलब क्या? जोर से बोलो. हाँ, बाय. हाँ, भोग का मतलब क्या? Okay, yeah.
Only anything which leads to sense enjoyment.
Which leads to sense enjoyment.
Sense gratification.
Sense gratification, sense enjoyment. Okay, something more stronger and more meaningful than this. You're right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but something what we can understand from bhoga.
Relishing what you are thinking and desiring for.
हाँ ठीक है. Okay, if like Nitish likes rasgulla and if he gets gajar ka halwa, then he will say, oh, my bhoga is inferior. If I had got rasgulla, I would have enjoyed more better. Okay, this is an example, but something more. Yes, Preeti. भोग का मतलब क्या है? इतना साधु हो गया क्या? भोग का मतलब मालूम नहीं. Yes, Pradeep. What is the meaning of bhoga?
The one which we desire.
One which we desire. उसको तो इच्छा कहते हैं, भोग नहीं कहते हैं, उसको तो इच्छा कहते हैं. Yes.
Enjoying propensity.
Enjoying propensity, ठीक है. What is enjoying propensity? If यहाँ पे एक प्लेट में खिचड़ी रखा है और एक प्लेट में पुलाव रखा है, तो which will you prefer? Or simple, I always give this example. You are thirsty, okay, and I have kept 3 glasses over here. One glass of silver, one glass of steel, and one of paper glass. और तीनों में पानी है. तीनों में पानी है. Which will you go for? Which will you go for? एक ग्लास में सिल्वर है, सिल्वर ग्लास, स्टील ग्लास, पेपर ग्लास, तीनों में पानी है. Where will you go for? Which one you go for? Yes, Shweta. श्वेता, ईमानदारी से बोलना.
पानी से मतलब है जो पहले है.
हाँ, नहीं तीनों एक ही साथ रखा है, एक ही प्लेट पे रखा है. Which one will you pick?
If I am thirsty, I'll just pick up and drink. I won't see the glass.
Yes, Mataji. What's your name? Forgot.
Meena.
मीना माताजी. Yes, मीना माताजी. बोलिए.
सिल्वर ले लूं.
सिल्वर
पानी
लेंगे.
के साथ सिल्वर भी आ जाएगा.
हाँ, सिल्वर. इसके लिए तो आजकल ये सब कॉपर वाला आरओ भी बिक रहा है, ये भी बिक रहा है. क्यों? पानी के साथ वो भी फ्री में मिल रहा है. ये ग्लास रिटर्न करना है, लेकिन ये ना सिर्फ पीना है. ओके, दैट्स ट्रू. ओके, एवरीवन विल गो फॉर द silver, but what are we actually interested in? The water. You are not interested in the glass. Anyhow glass पी के वापस देना है, थोड़े चाट लोगे और क्या करोगे? But you will have to return. Be it be a golden glass, be it be a silver glass. So please understand this, that this bhoga का और एक in-depth understanding है. Okay, let me ask Pooja. Pooja is trained in Bangalore for 5 months. She has taken higher level training. Yes, Pooja. Fast. हाँ? वो तो सैलरी है, वो तो थोड़ी भोगा हुआ. मैं इतना काम करते एंड में पगार मिलना चाहिए ना. So that is not भोगा. भोगा means what? बोलिए. हाँ बोलिए. No. You can't say that only bhoga means breaking 4 regulative principles. No. That is the side effect of it. आज आपने भोग किया, भोग पूरी हुई. Like for example, you wanted let's say a BMW, got a BMW. Then it's the end of your bhoga? No. Then your desire. Now what next? Okay, I want to go for a limousine. Okay, you got a limousine. Then what next? So that is side effect of doing a bhoga. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, we think ourselves as the enjoyer and.
I want what leads in the process of bhoga. What does it lead to?
Reactions, karmic reactions.
Karmic reactions. The word bhoga itself means what? मैं इसको भोग रहा हूं, या इस व्यक्ति को भोग रहा हूं, इस चीज को भोग रहा हूं. All that is leading to karma reactions. And these karma reactions will come to you as suffering. That is why everywhere when you complete a lot of bhoga, let's say you overeating, then when you go, you went to the restaurant, you had house full of dumping food in your stomach. Then you go home, then you have dukha. पेट दर्द दे रहा है, गैस हो गया, stomach upset. You did bhoga, right? But that bhoga backfired as stomach ache. So the process, that is why there's a beautiful word used here. भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रशक्तानाम तया अपहर्ता चेतसाम. आपका चेतन का अपहरण हो जाता है, किडनैप्ड. Your intelligence, your consciousness is kidnapped. See, each word Lord uses is very, very powerful. Please understand this. The bhoga, you may do nice bhoga, but what is the use of that bhoga? Taya aparta chetasam. And first verse, verse before that, Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi Eka Gurunandana, and the same Vyavasa Atmika will come again in this verse. Taya aparta chetanam Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi Samadhona Vidyate. Same word is used. There also Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi, and here also it is Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi. So now we have to understand what is Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi. दो बार यूज किया मतलब कुछ तो पावरफुल वर्ड रहेगा. So what is the meaning of Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi? What do you understand? What is the word to word translation of this? Chalo, tell me that.
In the minds of those who are not.
No, I want the word to word translation. Just the word to word. क्या बोले?
Fixed in determination.
Fixed in a determination. What type of determination? So yes. So Vyavasa Atmika means fixed in determination. Why fixed in determination? Vyavasaya means simple way to understand. हमारा व्यवसाय क्या है? आप बोलेंगे मैं IT प्रोफेशनल हूँ, मैं फैशन डिज़ाइनर हूँ, मैं डॉक्टर हूँ, मैं फलाना बिजनेसमैन हूँ, या मैं एक कंपनी में काम कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ. This is not व्यवसाय. This is व्यवसाय of the body. What is the व्यवसाय? आत्मिका. आत्मा का व्यवसाय क्या है? To serve the Lord. So व्यवसाय आत्मिका बुद्धि समाधान विद्यते, वो आएगा ही नहीं. That will not get generated. क्यों? दो चीज में आपका इंटेलिजेंस लग चुका है, भोग और ऐश्वर्य. Bhog and Aishwarya are two things. Bhoga means one which you can enjoy with your senses. Aishwarya is by which you give burning sensation to others. दूसरे का जलन पे हाँ जल रहा है. I'm wearing a nice watch, I'm wearing a nice dress, I'm having a nice car. Whatever it is. I'm having this, I'm having that, which is giving burning to others. पता है ना? निकिता माता जी lost somewhere. मतलब हाँ, neighbors envy owners pride कभी ऐड देखा है? अभी याद है, अभी समझ में आया. See, generally, why do ladies go and shop for 2 hours for one dress or one sari? The question answers itself, right? There's you ask the shopkeeper, आपके पास बढ़िया क्या है? कोई लेडी ने आके पूछा आपका दुकान में घटिया पुराना 6 साल से नहीं बिका हुआ ऐसा कोई पुराना माल है तो हमको दो. कोई बोलेगा? Everyone wants the new, latest, whatever the trend may be, whatever it may be. Why? Why do we want? दूसरे को जलाओ. And अगर अरे ये तो उसके पास है, वो तो मुझे लेना ही नहीं. That's why whole shop is emptied, and in the end, the decision is let's go to the next shop. Then you go to the next shop. वापस निकालो, देखो. And 90% people do window shopping just to keep themselves updated. A classic example, believe it or not, I had gone to a house function a few years before, 2 years before Corona. And I was seeing my brother, my cousin's brother and cousin sister all busy in mobile. So I was wondering, मुझे तो कोई फोन होना आता नहीं इतना. I'm a destitute like person, nobody calls me up. So I'm wondering why come these people are getting so much, they are so much busy. क्या कर रहे हैं देखते हैं. उनमें जाके देखा तो one is going through Amazon, one is going through Myntra, one is going through all those net sites. बोला क्या देख रहे थे? All are 50 plus, huh? They are all elder to me. I was that time 50. So आप सोच सकते हैं, were 55, one was 60, on the verge of retirement. But he was also searching. बोला क्या ढूंढ रहे हो भैया? आप क्या ढूंढ रहे हो? आप क्या ढूंढ रहे हो मोबाइल में? कुछ खरीदना है क्या? नहीं यार, what is the latest update हो रहा है? You have come for a function, at least enjoy the function. No, I have to get updated. अगर वो latest trend आ गया, then I have to immediately order for that. Just because it's in the trend. So this is what happens with us when we are in bhoga and aishwarya. Our mind totally focuses on those things. कि भाई क्या लेटेस्ट आया है, कौन सा लेटेस्ट फोन आया है, कौन सा क्या है. बस इन चीजों में हम लोग अटके पड़े हैं. We are not trying to come out of it. That is why he says, व्यवसाय आत्मिक बुद्धि समधो न विद्यते. कभी उनके अंदर भक्ति आएगी नहीं. और अच्छा ऐसे लोगों को कुछ पकड़ के लेके आओ आप, समझो पकड़ के भगवद गीता क्लास में लेके भी आए, अगला दिन भाग जाएंगे. क्यों? प्रभु जी आपके क्लास में ऑनियन गार्लिक खाना मना है, दारू पीना मना है, नॉनवेज खाना मना है, फिर गैम्बल करना मना है, इलिसिट सेक्स करना मना है. तो जीने का मकसद ही क्या है? हम तो उसके लिए ही जीते हैं. दैट्स आवर पर्पस ऑफ लिविंग. आवर फोकस ऑफ लिविंग अ लाइफ इज दैट ओनली. But if you are going to say this, we don't want to do it. That is why a person who is involved in flowery words of the Vedas, what is he saying? What is he saying? Let me legalize this bad way of enjoyment. Let me enjoy it legally as per the Shastra. If I do a vrata, I will get a nice husband, I will get a nice wife. There are so many vratas are there in the Shastra by which you are doing, we can do that. You will get a nice husband or a nice nice spouse you will get. Someone will be thinking, no, it's too late now, Prabhuji. Don't worry. Don't, as it is, I don't think, अगला जन्म तो है ही है, या तो pure devotion करो. That's why Lord is saying, see, अगर even if you missed out, you are in a win-win situation. स्वल्पमस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महत्वभयात्. सेकेंड ऑप्शन, चलो वो कर लिया आपने, तो भी सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट क्या है आपको? That you can do pure devotion and get out of this so-called less intelligent activities. These are less intelligent activities. तो अगर पति मिला, पत्नी मिली, but साथ में is your karma reactions going to leave you? No. In fact, when Manu Maharaj, when Kardam Muni was Brahma's putra, so Kardam Muni was given a chance, a choice, when go and become a Prajapati. Prajapati means produce children, population. धरती को populate करना था ना, when starting of the creation. So when he got this, the first thing he did, he went and did tapasya. Why he did tapasya? He wanted to have a right wife for him. That's all he did tapasya for. 1000 years he did tapasya to have a good wife. And when, what is this irritating sound? So he did tapasya for 1000 years, and after doing 1000 years, Lord Vishnu himself came. बोल बे क्या चाहिए? No, I want a good wife. Don't worry, I have arranged for you. Tomorrow Manu will come with his daughter. That time don't say no, नखरा मत करना, शादी कर ले. इसके लिए तू किया है, वो आएगा. And he tells him also, tomorrow is going to come. And Manu automatically next day comes with his daughter. There only gets married on the spot. So कहने का मतलब, what is the meaning? For everything, Shastra has its hidden clause. If you follow those clause, automatically you do Garbhadan Sanskar, you will get a good child. You do this, you will get this. Everything is mentioned in the Shastra. But the problem is, finally that ends in Bhoga. You want that? Okay. Means what? Your focus is not on higher things, it is on lower things. It's like, initially it is good. Why it comes under Karma Kand? This all comes under Karma Kand. Let's say a child, it's too small, like this hand child. कल शायद एक साल के बाद अगर वो प्ले स्कूल या प्ले ग्रुप या किधर भी जाने लगेगा, that time the child will cry. Without the mother and father, the child will cry. So what do the parents do? You go and sit there for 1 hour. I will give you a chocolate. I will give you a cake or a pastry, whatever, a cold drink, whatever. For that child, it's a big thing. Getting a small bit of cake or a pastry or a cold drink is a big thing. So that type of promise is given to the child. And then the child sits. Just his mind is in the डब्बा. डब्बे में क्या डाल दिया मम्मी ने? पेस्ट्री डाल दिया, केक डाल दिया, ये हुआ है. Don't worry, it has happened with us also. हम लोग भी छोटे थे तो कहीं ना कहीं we were also given some attraction, some perk was given to us. So when the minute the recess bell rings, he opens and he starts enjoying that. He is hating the school, he is hating the teacher, but still he is sitting for the sake of that little cake. Once that is done, you think lifelong he will be given the cake? अब एसएससी जाएगा ना, मैं एसएससी नहीं पढ़ूंगा, नहीं बेटा तेरे को आज चॉकलेट लेके देता हूँ, आज तेरे को ये लेके, that matures. Then study becomes a part of his life. But initially to introduce studies in the child's default setting, which is not there, you need to give some incentive. So this is also an incentive for those who are too attracted to भोग ऐश्वर्य. At least वो करना भी है तो legally करो, शास्त्र प्रमाण से करो, शास्त्र के हिसाब से करो, ताकि कम से कम आप कुछ ना कुछ अधर्म कर्म में से तो नहीं लगोगे. You will not go into irreligious activities. You will be stuck in religious activities. That is the purpose of the Vedas. But then some people get stuck to as if this is all in all. And those people, for them, pure devotional service or resolute devotional service will never come up. And why it will not come up? Because they are always attached to sense gratification. And the problem is in the mind. That is why you see, Lord will say further in the 12th chapter also, Lord will say 2-3 verses, he says, Mai avesh manobuddhir, Mai niveshaya. He says, you invest your mind in me. Give me your mind. He has not asked anything from you. See, the Panchabhutas by which we are made are leave on license elements given by him. God ने अपने को दिया है, leave on license पे दिया है. यूज करो, but यूज करके मेरे पास आओ. बट हम क्या करते हैं? यूज करके उनसे कैसे दूर भागे. How to run away from God? Using the body given by him, using the elements given by him. That's how. There's you can say a total opposite activity. What we are supposed to do and what we do are total opposite activities. And mind, एक बार इंटेलिजेंस आपका लग गया भोग में, देन आपको क्लास में भी आपको मोबाइल ही दिखेगा. आपको क्लास में भी कथा कान में सुना, आप चालू रखो प्रभु जी, बढ़िया है, आप चालू रखो. हमारा काम तो है, if I don't chat now, my friend might die. If I don't put a message to him, how will he know I am existing? That's the problem. We are so attached. जितना भी सुन लिया, our intelligence is finally in control of someone else is controlling our intelligence. We are not in control of our intelligence. Because we don't live a life for our own self. We live a life for someone else. His expectations के level पे अगर मैं नहीं हूँ, what will he think? When you buy a cloth, what do you think? What will my friends say about this? Is it at par at my friends, at my standard with my friends? If it is not, then I have to upgrade, whether I can afford or not afford. That is why people in many states, I don't want to mention anything, but there are many states wherein people will stay hungry, but they would like to have the things of show off fullest. भले घर में खाने के बांधे रहेंगे, but they will have material opulences to the maximum. So this is what we have seen time and again, that bhoga and aishwarya is a part of humans' desires, never get extinct to that level. Never get extinct. They are always, sucked to that. And Lord has clearly given a stamp कि अगर आप भोग ऐश्वर्य में रहोगे तो आप भक्ति कभी आपके मन में भक्ति करने की इच्छा भी नहीं आई. बिकॉज भोग करना ही है ना, मुझे 24 घंटा भोग ही करना है, in gross form or in subtle form. Gross form by enjoying your senses, eating, listening, seeing and all that is gross form. And subtle form, it is in the form of Aishwarya. I want to have my opulences, I should have my ego, no one should come and question me, I am the greatest. And finally this bhoga attitude finally takes you to a level of asura. What is the difference between sura and asura? What is the difference? Asura और सुर में क्या फर्क है? बोलिए. Yes, पूजा माता जी, enlightened, बोलिए. Yes, Shweta will tell easily. She has got good contacts with suras and asuras both. Yes, माता जी, बोलिए. What is the difference? हाँ, श्रद्धा माता जी बोलो.
मुझे ये भी पूछना है कि असुर एंड राक्षस में क्या फर्क है?
हाँ, yes, Arnav will speak. अरे कोई एक के तरफ से तो बात करो. सुरा के साइड से बात करो, असुरा की साइड से बात करो, बट बात तो करो.
Asur is the one who breaks the four elements and enjoy the senses. So even we are an asur in the type. We are
very happy.
We are said that.
Yes, Raghav Prabhu. बोलो. हाँ, Russian. One minute, I'm coming to you. हाँ. तो डिवोशन करना वो दुख में रहने वाला है, मतलब डिवोशन एकदम दुख है प्रभु जी, कुछ नहीं, सब कुछ मजा नहीं जीवन में. See, this is a very important point which people generally forget. If I am not happy, enjoying my senses means I am in dukkha. So does it mean devotion is dukkha? Sadness. Does it mean that? Then you just now said that not enjoying the senses is sura. Asura. And not enjoying senses is sura. अरे इंद्र ने इतना बार कांड किया है, हाँ? चाहे वो अहिल्या हो या कोई भी हो, इतना बार कांड किया उसने. Repeatedly he has done kanda, but he will come. He is the king of the devatas. Yes, उमा माता जी बोलिए. क्या पास? यस माता जी बोलिए. Very good point. Nice point. Something more than that. हाँ.
असुरा जो है वो भगवान के विपक्ष में खड़े रहते हैं और वो चीजें नहीं करते जो भगवान के लिए या भगवान के लिए करनी चाहिए. And Sura, they are always in favor of the Lord. They always try to please Him. They always try to do devotion.
Where, Prabhuji, you see the suras, they are busy doing all the nonsense, and finally, when they are in a problem, what they do? They run to God. A devotee in problem never runs to God, you know that? A pure devotee in problem never runs to God. Because he knows there are two things. Either Lord has put me in this situation by His will, or I am suffering because of my past karmas. Someone from this section. Yes, Parik Mataji had given a point much close, but still I want something in depth. बोलिए.
Probably now it's very clear after all this discussion. And
तो आप क्रक्स दे दीजिए.
Suras also do things, but they do the wrong things, but they do.
In fact, suras do tapasya more stronger than the devatas. What tapasya Ravan did? He cut off each and every head of his and put it in the fire. And when he was about to cut the last head of his, Shiva came and said, Brahma came and said, wait, don't worry, don't cut. And immediately he gave him, okay, मुझे पहले तो अमर, everyone wants अमर. अमर बन के क्या करेंगे? एंजॉय करेंगे, भोग करेंगे. क्या हो गया? प्रवचन देना है फिर? तो दे आर गिविंग टोटल व्हाट डू से ऑस्टेरिटीज दे डू, भयंकर ऑस्टेरिटीज. व्हाट डिड हिरण्यकशिपु डू? एक टांग में एक उंगली पे टो पे खड़ा रह के फॉर सो लॉन्ग अ टाइम दैट फायर स्टार्टेड एनिमिनेटिंग फ्रॉम हिज हेड. ये सब हो गया. ये सब के बाद मिला क्या उसको? हाँ, आदमी नर नहीं मारेगा, जानवर नहीं मारेगा, ये वो एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. अंदर नहीं मरना चाहिए, बाहर नहीं मरना चाहिए, दिन में नहीं, रात में नहीं एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. ओके, सब पॉलिसी ले लिया. उसके बाद क्या? उसके बाद व्हाट डिड ही डू? एक अच्छा काम किया है. रावण के राज्य में रोज वेद पाठ होता था, मालूम है? रोज वेद पाठ, सब लोग वेद पाठ करते थे. रावण खुद भी सारे वेदों का अध्ययन करता था. बट फाइनली दो लीडिंग a so-called spiritual path. The point what I'm trying to raise over here is many people come with this point that I am very spiritual. I am very spiritual, but actually they may say they are spiritual, but they forget that they are only doing it for the sake of enjoying. After doing all the Vedas, reading all the Vedas, what did the Rakshasas of Ravan's kingdom do? Enjoyed. One bhaisa, कभी इंसान, just imagine, he is telling Sita Maiya, within 2 months you either concede or you will be my breakfast. How can you say you are said you have put you risk someone? मारीच को भी रिस्क में डाल के तुम उठा के लेके आया उधर से, because you liked her so much, and then no, either you marry me or I'll eat you. मतलब in both ways I am in a bhoga situation. So this bhoga propensity is it is very dangerous. The minute you get out, you must be waiting when to get out. But the minute you get out, the only thing we want to do is bhoga. That is why when Duryodhana invited Krishna for a chappan bhog, Krishna said, I will not come. ना मुझे इसकी जरूरत है, ना मुझे इसकी भूख है. Neither am I hungry. 2 persons only come who are hungry and who are having ना भाव ना प्रभाव. ना आपके पास भाव है, ना आपके पास प्रभाव है. Prabha in the sense, at least you should be so near and dear to me that for that sake at least I should come and have your food. And when it comes to Vidura's wife, he went to Vidura's house, and Vidura's wife gave him, she threw the bananas in ecstasy, she gave him the plantains, and he was eating the plantains. So that is the difference. So let us, how much ever possible, let us reduce this bhoga propensity. I know it will not go, it will not become zero, but at least the bhoga propensity has to be reduced. And one may say, Prabhuji, I am now young. Now it's my age to enjoy my senses. If I don't enjoy now, when will I enjoy? In the process of enjoying your senses, you are creating a new karma bracket. And the new karma bracket what you are creating, or the bag of karmas what you are creating, you and only you will have to carry. And already we all are having
Lots.
We are better than Santa Claus. You know that Santa Claus only has to carry one bag. We got carries bags and bags and bags of karmas, and most of them are bad. Very few or 1 or 2 are good. So it's very important that we focus on, let not our चेतना को अपहरण करना नहीं चाहिए. ये भोग ऐश्वर्य का भाव जो है वो हमारी चेतना का अपहरण कर लेते. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सेड भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रशक्ता नाम तया अपहरता चेतसाम व्यवसाय आत्मिका बुद्धि समदो न विद्यते. उस व्यक्ति के अंदर व्यवसाय आत्मिका बुद्धि कभी नहीं आएगी. सो नाउ इट्स योर चॉइस, यू हैव टू टेक अ कॉल. आप लोगों को बोल दिया, ठीक है. Anybody has got any doubts and questions? You can close the lecture, Prabhu. Anybody has got any doubts, questions? इसमें तो कोई डाउट ही नहीं होना चाहिए किसी को, गलती से भी नहीं.